matchup. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Up next, let's keep it in the NFC for this game between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. And we're underway in Atlanta. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Working from the gun. He's going deep. He connects on the deep shot. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Give him 38 on that one. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
Now right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Throwing now on first down, Penix. And he's caught. It's the South Carolina rookie. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead right away. So that right there, Brock, exactly what you want to start off a contest.
Opening drives are such tone setters. You come out flat as a group, maybe go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, but here, it was sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
That one splits the uprights, and the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Ready.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he'll make his way through for a pick of the 4. Offense in the hurry up here. On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You want to drain some of the excitements of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
This is Xavier Leggett. And he'll be dropped down at about the 29.
Ready?
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. He's going to have this down to the 7. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
Brings it in. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
There's There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it's good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
On the set.
Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone.
Down.
Man in motion here.
Black 40. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Dumps it underneath. Hubbard. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers finish off their opening drive. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Panthers start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Dortch now to return it. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
First and 10. And they're on 21-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Behind center and right. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
With the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. They run again with Wright. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
From the shotgun, Penix. On the move, headed right. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Penix facing a 3rd and long. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Tried to float that one in, and defenders there for the interception. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Panthers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. First and 10 now from the 46.
Here we go. Set. 30 set.
Young working from the gun. Dumped off to his running back. And he works it down to the enemy 44-yard line. There's Jordan Fuller getting there for the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down at the 30. He gets a pick up 14 yards as the chains reset.
14 yards. That's good for the Panthers. First down.
Triple 38.
A gain of 14. First down, Carolina.
Set.
First down, Young. Pass brought in by Teteroa McMillan. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers parlay the interception into points. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Dortch now to return it. Gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Play action. Here's Penix. He finds Tigakakwa for the grab. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
2nd and 3 now. We'll go play action. Here's Penix. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. To the air with Penix. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. It's a 14-7 game. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They've got a first to begin the frame. They run it from the gun with Wright. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Penix here from the gun. He put everything he had into this one. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Close to the hurry up here.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Trying for it with Penix. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's down to almost... Nope. They're actually going to give him the 30 here. That's a 26-yard gain on 4th down, partner. Talk about a huge play there to extend this drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
At the 30-yard line.
Penix now. Okonkwo brings it in. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Brought in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
That's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
At the 9-yard line.
Penix is going to throw again. And this is going to fall incomplete. Well, we made a call for the end zone there, but nobody picked up on the other end. Now it's 3rd down.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Third down, it's Penix. Setting up the running back screen. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Jalen Wright with a touchdown. Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons tie things up at 14.
Set to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set. On 2nd down, it's Hubbard again. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Looking quickly here.
Right, 97, red, cycle.
It's Young, the throw here on 1st. Completed to his running back. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. Offense in the hurry up here. Out of the shotgun and give to Hubbard. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Going to throw here on 3rd. Got his man. This is McMillan. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Working quickly here.
6 yards. Panthers, first down.
Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. D. Alford getting there for the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Young to throw. That's cut at the 4. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in just a moment. Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal.
Set. Ken Black.
Hubbard has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers get some late points and the lead. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So 1st down from the 41. This is Wright running left. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Penix working from the gun. He rolls to his right. Hits his running back. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
That's good for a couple of yards. And that's a Falcon first down.
The Falcons first down. Here we go, set. First and 10 at the 47.
Play fake. Penix. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Penix to throw again on second. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Trey Vaughn there and has it. And the Panthers take over on his 5th interception of the season. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Off the play fake, it's Young. Connects on the crosser. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers will add to their lead at the end of the half. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Dortch now to return it. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. On first down, here's Penix. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. He's back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, 1 play remaining in this half. One last play before the break. Throwing here just before halftime. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 4th and long.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. He'll throw it. They connect on the deep shot. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
52, cut.
Starting this third quarter, it's Hubbard. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. And that one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that one. As offense, don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. Call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. It's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
That's my heart. Ready.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Ooh, that play clock getting low. Dave Canales forced to call a timeout, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Let's go.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Ready.
Back now, pressure coming. Won't set up the screen. It's Hubbard. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Young on 1st and 10. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers grow the lead coming out of halftime.
Touchdown, Carolina.
That gives him a marked distinction for this season. He's now up to 40 touchdown passes this year, and it's part of one of the more impressive campaigns that we've seen from an NFL QB. Fitzgerald up and good on the PAT. And the Panthers stretch their lead to 21. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Dortch now to return it. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix dumps it off to his running back. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. New set of downs from 37.
First down. 1st and 10.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Oh, he put everything he had into that. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Panthers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Ready. 45. White. Red. Yellow. Ready.
1st down. Young. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant. Falcons driving in, and they're going to bring him down. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
4 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 14.
chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this first down.
Let's go now. Move, 32. Cut.
Third and long for him here. Skips it short of his man. That brings up fourth down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They moved the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it.
Black Ultra. Come on, set. Red, 38. Ready.
Fourth down. Here's Young. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Throwing now on first down. Penix has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. They gain 11 on that play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down. Penix here from the gun. Here's a deep shot towards the end zone. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. He pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10.
Penix is going to throw again. Short pass brought in. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons shrinking the lead some in the third. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
It's Penix yet again. And the pass succeeds. A little momentum builder as they try to dig into this deficit.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call, throwing it for 2. That risk pays off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Let's go, set.
Hubbard gets it to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. It's a gain of 22. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
52.
First down,
Hubbard trying this up the gut. And he's going to pay off his first down run with a nice pickup of 9. Offensive line fast.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Young working from the gun. That's McMillan with the catch out left. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. Offense up to the line fast.
Go, 10.
You just get the playoff. It's caught by Hubbard. And they're going to have 1st and goal when we begin our 4th quarter. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Panthers have set themselves up for the victory, Brock. Now just need to carry this lead through the final whistle.
Ready.
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Ready, ready. Yellow.
From the red zone now. And he scores. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers push the lead to 20. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here's Agnew on the return. Great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Penix now on first down. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
That's simply a difficult tightrope walk to stay in bounds on a catch that far downfield. What an effort. Just too difficult a play to make.
Second and 10. Penix to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with third and long. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
Trying to find his tight end. And now they're staring at fourth and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on fourth down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Take over.
Desperation time here. They connect for the first. He is down to the 30-yard line. So 21 yards and the first. What a call to go for it there on 4.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Again, Penix to the air. Oh, no, they get him yet again. There he goes on the right side. Into the red zone. And this is going to be a pick 6. He's in for the Carolina touchdown. Went to the oh-well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future. We had somebody there waiting for it that time.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers continue piling on to this lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's Agnew on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Penix. Campbell hauls it in. And this one doesn't go far.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, and to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up second and 3 at the 49.
And again, it's Penix. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. He's got it inside the 10. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
From the red zone on first. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that makes it second and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams to field goals, you got a great chance to win.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
3 yards. It's now third and goal.
Now Penix on third and goal. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
19 Lion. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Mustang 19.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And a completion not in the cards on that fourth and goal. It passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10.
33. Yellow. Strike. Ready.
Hand off another pistol. Here's Hubbard. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
In truth, Kate, I kind of felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, not going to back down here on second down as well.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up. Throw here, third down. That's caught for the first. And how is that for some breathing room, huh, Brock? Gets him away from the goal line up to the 20. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Let's go. Hut.
This is Hubbard running left. And he's going to get this one in the 36-yard line. Trying to set this up quick.
16 more yards. That's
Shot.
another
17.
Panthers first down.
Hut, hut.
First down, and they go right back to it. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get it behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Cuts it to the right sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Oh, Bronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Panthers continue piling it on here in the fourth. One after is good by Fitzgerald. And the Panthers grow their lead yet again. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here's Agnew on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. Has room down the left sideline. And the tackle saves a touchdown, but they still take over inside the red zone.
Kid, I know what you were waiting for and what I was waiting for, and that was that official to raise his hand. I think we all assumed that was going to be taken to the house. It wasn't, but it could be in pretty short order because this offense now set up for some serious success.
Buying some time right. And the Panthers are just too much here. They're going to take him down. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
79 Broncos.
On the shotgun, Penix. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Falcons making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Panthers secure that kick. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Taking a deep shot here. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
They're going to pass it here. He's going to try another deep one here. This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that gives them first and goal.
First down.
Working inside the red zone. And this is into the end zone, but incomplete. It was a win no matter what. So they decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown to knee it out. Either way, this one's over. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS.